What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here in the dark. As always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know what? Hold on. I got to turn the lights on. Because I want y'all to see. Oh my goodness. Look at how pretty. Oh, look, it's so pretty. I had to show you guys how pretty it is. That's the final finished coat of plaster on the walls here, because every day we keep pounding away at it, and every day we get a step closer to our goals. Because when you work hard and you keep working towards something, every day you get closer. Eventually you're going to cross the finish line. And this morning that plaster wasn't there, and now it is, and now it's looking great. So we're going to keep on working and getting it done. And speaking of working, oh my goodness, the Dallas Cowboys players, or at least some of them, are all in Oxnard. Zach Martin, not so much. We'll get to him a little bit later, but this is the beginning. And this is the end of Hold Your Breath, because it's the last 6 weeks before the teams go to training camp, and you pray that nothing happens in the off season to your guys, that they don't get injured or get in trouble with the NFL or the law or anything like that. But now it's training camp where you need to hold your breath again, because guys get hurt. Buffalo's already lost running back, and it's looking like Dalvin Cook might be signing there. So there's hope for Zeke Elliott, because football is a game of attrition, and people get injured all the time. And hopefully we're going to be in a better position than we were last year. Losing your quarterback is hard. One of the things that I loved hearing is Michael Gallop talking about last year. This time last year, he's basically saying, I could barely walk. This year, I'm in great shape. I'm able to run, and I'm ready to roll. And that's going to pay a whole lot of dividends. And the thing about it is, everybody wants to trash Dak Prescott and say he's not an elite quarterback. But I don't understand how people can't look at the situation you had. Your third wide receiver, who was supposed to be your number 2 wide receiver, that you paid a bunch of money, literally could not walk last year at this time. Your second wide receiver, Noah Brown, may not make the Texans squad. The Texans, okay? A team that averaged 17 points last year. Yes, Dak Prescott threw a lot of interceptions, tied with Davis Mills for interceptions. But those things ain't equal. Davis Mills in that offense, 17 points. Dak Prescott and his Noah Brown and his guys, 30 points. I still will fall on my sword and say that the Dallas Cowboys overachieved last year. That looking at the roster that we had, looking at our quarterback who broke his thumb and had to play with a plate in his hand, that they overachieved. They weren't supposed to be 12-5. They were supposed to be ass. And looking at this, it's hard. It is so hard to have good back-to-back years. I know the Eagles, that they're believing that they are the greatest team in history and that normal rules don't apply to them. But guess what? They do. And they're going to apply to the Cowboys too. I can say, I look at what the Cowboys have done this offseason to make themselves a better team. I can look at it and say that the coaching will be better with Dan Quinn, of course, and having Mike McCarthy over Kellen Moore. But the reality is football, you don't know what you don't know. And around the corners, there's all kinds of pitfalls that can happen. Zach Martin, if that ends up being a prolonged situation, I don't think it will be, because the reality is the team holds all the cards. You can only hold out for so long, and at some point it becomes where that exactly Michael's over here like this, where the money ends up costing you, and there's no making that up. I believe Catboy eventually, with his dad's help, will get that shit together, and that will be a team. In the end, I'd say we're in better shape than some teams are right now with their situations. The Raiders with Josh Jacobs, will he return? The Raiders are hopeful. Will Saquon return? And if they do return, will they actually be team players or will they be a distraction? Don't know. But I will say this, I'm tired. I'm real tired. But I feel full because I feel like I accomplished something with great people. Shout out to my bride, Tracy. Tracy, who has busted her ass, stripping the doors, the windows, all the wood. Shout out to my son, Michael, who has done an extraordinary job at all the wirings. The reason that we have lights in here because of him. And shout out to my man, Jet D, who, oh my God, what he has done with the tile, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Literally, my wife was like, ah! I was like, wait a minute, honey, you never do that for me. I plastered the wall. Look, look. This is how bad it is.
You talking so highly.
Hold on. So she went out, because I was plastering the walls, and she was like, you need to get a clean shirt for your live stream. And she went out and got a clean shirt, and she brought dinner back for us, right? And she walked up the steps and said, dinner's down here and stuff for you guys and things. She said, I'm going to go back to my parents' house. And she popped her head up here, and I'm plastering the walls and stuff. I said, hey, baby. What? Come back up here for a second. Take a look. She's like, yeah, it's beautiful. Jet gets, ah! Home Alone. I get, yeah, it's beautiful. No respect. No, I get no respect. But it's all good because the place is coming together. At least, see, here's, and this is the reason why I did this tonight, because I had back spasms today. My back was literally, I was walking sideways. Shout out to Jet D, had some ibuprofen. I've taken Tylenol and everything else trying to get through the day, but I can't let it stop me. But I said, training camp's opening up. I got to have a space that looks good to bring you guys updates. So I ended up making sure I plastered the walls here. And I got to show you guys something because my wife is like, why are you keeping that piece of garbage? It's from 2005, and the first time that I came in this house, it was here, okay? Now, it could be that if I get rid of it, that the spirit of somebody might be coming back. But I knew when I saw this that even though there was no hope for saving this place, even though it had already been paid for the guys to come bulldoze it over, I knew that it was destiny. And that is right here. See this? It's a Dallas Cowboys, or it's a Pepsi poster from 2005. And it has, of course, you see a Dallas Cowboy player, a jersey on. I mean, a suit, pants, okay? That's Cowboys colors. Look at that. So classic. That's where I knew. Shout out to Jet D. Okay, eye candy for the ladies. I knew that this place was destined to be mine. And so I have put blood, sweat, tears, and everything I have into her. And here's what I realized. This house is 200 years old. 200 years old. When this house was built, there was only 21 states in the Union. Railroads hadn't been invented. The known world ended about 100 miles that way. This house has been owned by so many people. I don't really own this. I am just a steward of it. I am a link in the chain. I am the one that's here that's going to pass it on to the next one, because time, buddy, you can have everything you want in the world, but you can't take it with you. It's going to be left for somebody else. And my job is to make sure when I leave it, it's in great shape. And I'm trying to fulfill that. And as I get out of here tonight, because I'm tired, I'm real tired, but I'm enjoying the AC in here. It feels so good. Oh my God, it feels so good in here now. I could cry. Be sure to tell the ones that you love. One of these times, I'm going to say this to you guys, and it will be the last time that I say it. Tell the people that you love it. Because you might not get the chance again. And I definitely love you guys. Have a great night. And training camp is here. Peace.